Instead of perfecting our craft geartographers, we prefer to focus on the important aspects of spec details and fun aspects to buy instead of improving our skills lighting adventures. 5 bozos want my help and they need it. Canon, Nikon, Fuji, they're debating things and we need to set them straight.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
That was close. Lighting exists. Canon C70, 24mm 1.4, desperate hobos about to ask me questions. Very helpful video, thank you. I'm just deciding between Canon C70 and R5C. Also for wildlife documentaries, can you tell me if you have used the R5C? Better not search it on YouTube, that would suck, huh? R5C, camera conspiracies. Oh wow, there's a bunch of videos. Whoa, you reviewed it, you compared it to Sony, you did wildlife. Well, I should ask this question anyway. Burn in a rubbish pile. How much better or worse is this proposed compared to C70? Here's the deal. For wildlife, are you even joking? You have no viewfinder in the C70. Otherwise, I would be like, my God, this thing's beautiful. I took it out with the 100 to 400. It was beautiful squirrel footage. Not bad at all. In every other way you could ever use a camera though, the C70 will give you that better image. The R5C is more of a digital, I'm a photo camera that can do video. Even though it's a cinema camera, it's a joke. It's an R5 with worse video features. They removed animal eye detect, so like, what are you doing? Get an R5 or this. Your real question is R5 II, what are you even looking at? But the R5C, it's like, it doesn't even work. Just buy it and go try to use it. It doesn't work unless you rig it out with like a V-mount battery or some kind of extra power. It's so stupid. It's the dumbest release of our time. It's like, all these features, they don't work with this battery, but if you power it, that's the joke. And you're gonna wildlife with that Jimmy rig? If I was in the Canon universe and I wanted to do wildlife documentaries, it would be R5 II all the way. You get C-Log 2. Does the R5C have C-Log 2? No, C-Log no. We have it in here, but no viewfinder to see what you're doing. C70 is a beautiful image. Part of me is actually debating selling it and getting the R5 II just because it could actually do other things. This can only film me in here or manually focus outside. I don't trust you, Canon. Whereas the R5 II, I might be able to do street videography with it. Can you even imagine? 85mm 1.2, you're joking. But like, if that's me, it's only the image that is kind of nice. Not even in here, I don't even know how to perfect it. We're in RAW for no reason. My lighting sucks. But like, R5C is a joke. You're a joke. If Canon, that's not how you pronounce that. You can't pronounce spelling, by the way. Married Nikon, what would happen? Let me show you what would happen. Nicky boy with the same Canon lens. Oh, forget about it. So here's what would happen if Canon married Nikon. Actually, not a lot of good things. I don't think they're very complementary towards each other. They both are kind of very similar. So if they got together, it's like, okay, you tell me what you know and I'll share with... It wouldn't be much. It was like, they both have okay autofocus, but not great. So it'd be like, oh, you can also lose focus? That's cool. We have dual pixel autofocus. So it can be a bit smoother, but Nikon algorithms seem to be more sticky. I don't know, they'd be below Sony. Like if it was Sony combining with Canon, imagine that. Sony autofocus with Canon colors, oh my God. So like Canon, Nikon, what are you guys even doing? Like your Stabe, they're both a bit jerky from what I've seen. I'm just throwing it out there. Color science, like they're both decent as we see side by side. One is colorful, the other has color. Like what is the difference? The difference is those are pink for Nike boy. Why? Why'd you do that? My hair is blue. Uh-oh. Whatever. Decent, like it would be a stupid marriage. Like I dream about this every night. With 2 camera companies getting together, merging, unlike the Panasonic L-mount alliance, the worst merger of all time. Like on paper, Leica with Blackmagic codecs and Panasonic usability and IBIS. Where is it though? Nothing has been made together. Imagine the Fuji look with Sony specs and technology. It's like, holy shit. There's so many combinations. Nikon with Panasonic. Panasonic Stabe and usability right-handed mode dials, but Nikon color science and raw footage inside. Like a lot of good marriages, but Canon and Nikon, they were on top for too long and they stopped caring. That's what really happened. They got comfy in their cozy golden pajamas and they never put in the effort anymore to really reach that top of the mountain. They just like, oh, I need marshmallow shoes. How come I don't want to walk? You lost your drive and you both suck. Suck the life out of my soul. Hi, thanks for your videos. Do you think stabilization in Nikon Z6 III is suitable for vlogs? Wow. No, not at all. It's not even close. I remember not shooting Nikon ever and seeing it from a distance, and it seemed that Nikon had decent stabe right away. That's a lie, an absolute lie. If you walk with it, it's jerky. If you ride a skateboard pointing without looking at your subject, it's jerky. It's not good. For wildlife, amazing. I don't get why Nikon and Fuji both best telephoto stabe ever and then handheld rocky jerky. Your algorithms are off. That's the whole thing. It's like, we didn't think somebody would be walking with the camera talking. I don't know how to do that. Whereas Panasonic went into the trenches and they're like, vloggers exist. We will fight for you. And they did. And then they worked out the algorithms, electronic stabe. It's like, you can run with a Panasonic. Whereas Nikon, you're not choosing them to vlog. Could you get by? You could. It's not going to be the worst thing ever. It's just kind of noticeable. Like, lots of people used to vlog with Sony APS-C with no IBIS, and they're just like, full frame, huh, bro? That's not APS. I literally said APS-C in the sentence. Where are you going? What are you doing? You're walking away? You're making a show. Yeah, it was a terrible, you have no brain function. We get that. We're used to it. Read a book sometime. What, you're gonna drink the cyanide. Why do you even have cyanide in a bottle in your house? Yeah, oh, that's great, drinking it. How does that taste? Yeah, oh, so you're ending it just because you don't know how to talk. Why don't you just read instead? You died. That's great. Now I have to do this show. This show sucks. You have no subs. Not one sub. So whatever. YouTube is littered with unstable footage vlogging. Like, it's all over the place. Sigma 16mm 1.4. It's like, look at that, bro. The blurry background. It doesn't look good and it's super shaky, and whatever, people are watching it. I don't want the seizure. So like, if you're going vlog style, DJI Pocket 3, why are you even looking elsewhere? Unless it's towards a Sony X3000, then I'm on your side. But like, come on now. Sony with your Catalyst browse, little 5% crop, boom. Or dynamic active stay with a 100% crop, you could get by. But Nikon, no. Panasonic, yeah, heavy, isn't it? Even the Micro Four Thirds, wow. GH7, so stable, ow, it's full frame, ow. But it's not micro tiny one. What do you think would be better for wildlife, a Canon R5 and an inexpensive lens, or a Fuji XH-T4 or an XH2S with a good lens? In order to even get the thoughts from my brain to yours, I need to be on a Fuji camera, of course. Proneg High, Fuji XH2S, 16mm 1.4. We're all on 24mm equivs. Forget about it. So your conundrum, Canon R5 with inexpensive. The funny thing is, the lens is everything, and I'm a prime guy. I don't like Canon zooms. Your 100 to 500 is not enough reach, it's super expensive. The 200 to 800 is ghetto Tony's at the long end, and it's a like 3-time twister. That's dumb. Whereas Fuji, you have the 500mm Tony 5.6. Could you even imagine it? And animals perform for Fuji. Canon, not so much. So like, you're gonna get Fuji magic. Fuji Stabe is really good, telephoto, and the autofocus will suck. But you can manually focus and take over, and you feel like a filmmaker. And it's like, wow, the squirrel footage you're getting, totally worth the money. decent weight as well, cheaper, lighter, faster, stronger. Those aren't words that describe cameras. I personally would much prefer Fuji X-H2S 500mm prime versus whatever Canon had. You were probably thinking of photos too, but the R5, what are you doing? They both have 4K 120. Fuji has HD 240. Does Canon? No. Unless you got the R5 II, good luck affording that. You think because Canon's full frame, you handicapped it with the inexpensive lens, thinking Fuji needed a really good lens to compete, but the reality is, Fuji kind of outperforms Canon. Their older series, it wasn't like the best thing you ever seen in your life. They didn't put much effort in. The R5 II was getting there, and the C70 was like, whoa. But like, Fuji has magic and a prime, and is cheaper, lighter, faster, stronger. Hope to see Sigma zoom lenses for Nikon. Wow. Are you serious right now? The one reason you get into Nikon is for the telephoto lenses and how good they are, especially the primes, 400mm, 600mm, 800mm. Oh my God. The 180 to 600, fantastic if you want a heavier ass bitch. Hope to see Sigma zooms? What are you doing? Oh, I hope that 150 to 600 comes, bro. No autofocus, no sync stabe, worse quality, unsharp. It'll be sharp. You sicken me. That was a disgusting way to end my show. What the hell were you thinking? Even if you're thinking wide one, oh, the 10 to 18 for the Z3 30 52. No stabe in it. Have fun with that. You gonna vlog with it like the earlier guy? Oh, this is shaky, but look, the background's somewhat blurry. I'll blur up your face. It's like when morons don't know what they have and they wish for things they think are good. I wish someone would fluoridate my spring water. Like you've fallen way far from where you should be. You're lost. Go back to get a Leica, anything, and redeem yourself. Get a Fuji lens for Nikon if you could. Nikon has some of the best lenses on earth. Hope to see a Sigma zoom. Sigma lick your mom. So who won the secret battle today? We started off on a Canon C70 for some reason. Same focal length, but more tonnes in the background. Different color science. I'm just in Pro Neg High. He's in RAW. He's stupid. I'm not. I'm darker, but whoops. I don't know what I'm doing. Then Nikon came in. For some reason, he thinks he could compete with Fuji color science. I think you're mistaken. That tally light's very bright. Does it affect the shot? It probably does. Uh-oh, I touched the thing. Zebras are clipping on my face, but it says -1 exposure comp. I don't deserve any of this stuff, but I do believe I saved you from yourself today, and that's worth a little Bitcoin flip. Huh? You know what I mean? Who'd you prefer? Fuji always wins. Subscribe, man.